Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Ellie and I am doing a reading blanket update because it is now 2026 for you, not for me right now, but for you. And I wanted to do one final update showing you my finished reading blanket. So the thing is, we're starting off with an unfinished reading blanket. This is the box where I keep my blanket and all my squares. I actually, over the past few months, when I haven't been filming this, because I haven't filmed one of these updates for quite some time, I've been making squares. Yeah, it's been a journey. I've still got some squares to go. In fact, I'm at 105 books as of today. Will be 106 later today because I think I'll finish another one, which means I've got 4 more books to go to get to a nice number to do my blanket. I think I can finish 4 books in the rest of this year. It is the 20th of December today, which means I have 11 days, and I'm currently reading one physical book that I hope to finish soon. Well, an e-book actually. I had started reading another physical book, but I haven't picked it up in over a week. So I think I can get there, and if not, then it'll be like the first book I read next year. I'll also do a square off, but I feel like I can manage 5 more books. So here's where we're at. This is my blanket, which you may have seen before. It is currently folded up, and I'm trying to decide. I'm going to my parents in a few days for Christmas with my family, and we're going to be there for a week, and I think this is going to be my big project I take. Feels like a bit of an overcommitment because this thing is big, but I think that's a better option to finish this blanket off than to work on something else, because you know, my last reading blanket I didn't finish until August the following year. So we're gonna decide if I take it or if I just take the squares to finish off. So yeah, I've got a whole lot of squares. Some have been finished, some haven't, some need blocking, which means I'll need to take my blocking board and my steamer. Oh man, this feels like a huge commitment. So I haven't decided. Anyway, I've got a whole lot of squares that need finishing off, so those ones are going to be finished off at my parents' house. At the very least, I'm going to take all my finished squares. My plan for the next 4 and a bit days while I'm home, it's the 20th today, we go on the 24th, 4 and a bit days, is to finish off the squares, get up to date, and then I'll just have 4 squares to make while I'm down there. In this bag here I have 1 square. I took it with me to work yesterday, and then I promptly realized I forgot to take scissors, so the square is currently attached to 2 things of yarn. Ipsies. So yeah, I'm going to finish off some squares. I've just put together a little project bag. I finished that square, as you may have seen. Anyway, this little project bag is holding 6 squares worth of yarn. I tried to pick some squares from my list over here. Oh, you can't actually see that. Anyway, I tried to pick some squares that had similar colours. So I'm going to do those, and then I'm going to hopefully come back, grab some more yarn, do some more squares, keep going back and forth, and then hopefully by the end of this weekend, so the end of tomorrow, which is the 21st of December, I'll have finished all the squares that I have read up to, and then all I have to take with me are new colours. How do I predict? I kind of got to pick out the books I'm going to read while I'm gone to predict the covers, but yeah, let's figure it out later. Good morning. It's morning. Still morning. Sorry, we've been a bit busy this morning, but last night I did manage to complete some squares, so I'm going to show you, and I may just put the book cover next to them because I may not remember what they all are. In fact, I think I only remember 2 of them, but I managed to do some bulk making. So I've got this square here, which I think is part of the Game Changer series by Rachel Reed. I think it's book 3. This one here is, I think, Pretty sure this is Not in Love by Ellie Hazelwood. This one here is Deep End by Ellie Hazelwood. Can you see a theme of the books I've been reading recently? This one I'm pretty, might be Game Changer, but might be something else. This one I think is Packing Strong by Emily Rath, which maybe not that one, but I think it's from that series, and I did a reread of some of the books from that recently. I think, I can't remember. I managed to complete all those squares last night, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It sounds like a lot. It's not. They took about 20 minutes each, so it was a bit of work. Hi, I'm back. We're home and I have not finished my blanket because I've run into a slight issue. So while I unpack my yarn I got for Christmas from Byron in an Uncle Ben's rice thing, and also unpack this, I'm going to tell you about my issue because it's a big one. Basically, I read 110 books, you know, as you do. So the other day I go, well yesterday, what was the day before, I go to start attaching everything together just to find I may have one more square than I need, and I was stressing about it. I thought, oh my god, how did this happen? I swear I did the right amount of squares, the right amount of books. I swear I only read 110 books. I in fact did read 110 books. Can confirm, 100% read 110 books. What I cannot confirm is why I have 111 squares. So I look disheveled. I'm so sorry. We drove back to my house today, to my town. Once I'm done unpacking all my stuff, we're now gonna match every book square to every square, to every book. So we're gonna match. I'm gonna find which one I've got a double of. I know as 100% certainty there are 2 of one book, and it's because I read the book twice, that it's Sunrise on the Reaping. Had people vote, people voted yes, I should do the book twice. So that one is excused. It's the other one that I can't figure out what I did 2 of because none of the other ones look the same. And I'm pretty sure it happened at a point where I would have been doing, like, I don't know, maybe October or September's books. So we're going to sort of start from maybe August and match them up from there, and then maybe I have to start from the beginning actually. I'm not sure where I'm going to start, but we're going to figure it out. So once we're done unpacking, going to try that and see how we go. So I've caused a mess. It is, I cut out every single square, like every single book, and laid it on every single square. Caused a bit of a mess down here, as you can probably tell, because I couldn't figure it out. That's where I've ended up. I could not figure it out. There's one square in the original big 8x8 that I did, that I haven't updated for a while, that I couldn't, probably is the wrong one, but I've decided to sacrifice this square here because I also couldn't figure out what this one was. So because this one's not attached to the blanket, it's gonna go. I don't know what book this is for either. That's what happens when I stop recording the books and I decide to just work on the blanket, and then I don't have video evidence of either of the 2 squares that I'm not sure about. But I think I've got enough squares that sort of look like this. I think I'm going to scratch it and we're going to attach the rest of the squares after I clean up my mess. So let's do that. Hello, it is I, and I've got good news. The best news, I have finished my blanket. So it's quite big, which means I'm going to get on the bed to show you it and hopefully you can see it. And also my room is not very aesthetic. Behind Byron's side is a WWE pillow, so it says a lot about the aesthetics of my bedroom. We don't have a headboard, we don't have anything fancy. I'd love to get one this year, maybe, we'll see. But yeah, we're gonna put the blanket on the bed where it's gonna live, although it'll be taken off because it's currently summer and it's really hot in our house. Show you my pride and glory, my favorite thing I think I've ever made, because it's taken me a whole year, and I did it. I finished it on the 2nd of January 2026, under a year after I started it, because I don't think I actually started this blanket until late Jan, early Feb last year. So let me show you. This is my blanket, which is massive, which is good because our bed is big. Well, actually, I originally said in a video earlier this year that I would talk through every single square, tell you guys about things. I'm not doing that because in me finding out I had 111 squares, not 110, I then matched every single square to the book and struggled. In fact, I had one that I was like, oh, I don't know what this is, but there's another one that was too similar to another, so I ended up making an executive decision to remove a book or a square last night, as you would have seen. Who knows, but I'm going to show you my favourite few squares, which I think actually a lot of them are my recent ones. This one right here is Not in Love, this one here, by Ellie Hazelwood. You may be seeing a theme in about a second. I really like the way this one turned out. I quite like, where is it? This one here as well. I think this is another Ellie Hazelwood one as well. I really like my two Sunrise on the Reaping ones. It's this one and this one over here. Oh gosh. This one, this purple one right here. I also quite like just the juxtaposition of some of them. Some of them I think are really ugly, but you couldn't even tell how ugly they are when you look at them all. So that's cool. And then my other favourite square is, well, I like two of them, but they're just this colour combo here, which is like a yellow, purple, dark purple, blue. I think I should do more of that colour combo because look how cool it looks here and here. These are two of my last books, so I just happen to be doing them at the same time. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It's unique. No one else is going to ever have a blanket the exact same unless you happen to read all, say, 110 books and buy all the same yarn as me, which would be weird. Yeah, it's just, there's a lot of memories. Byron did say he was a bit sad that I wouldn't be able to tell our kids one day, not that I'm going to tell them what the blanket means, but I wouldn't be able to say what every single book was. But this is the downside of reading 110 books, is I just forget some. But there's definitely like some memories in here. It's the year I read a lot of Frida McFadden. It's the year I read Sunrise on the Reaping and reread all the Hunger Games. It's the same year I reread Vampire Academy and a few other favourite books of mine. It was just a huge year for rereading, reading new to me authors. I read a lot of Ellie Hazelwood towards the end of the year, which I hadn't read for her from ages. Frida McFadden, as I said, who I ended up hating, and I ended up DNFing a whole lot of her books towards the end of the year for the sake of my own brain. Who else? Should I think? I read a lot of autobiographies this year, or well, should I say listened to, because the majority of these are actually audiobooks. So I was kind of happy about that. And then the other memory I have from this is that I did a whole lot of squares after my daughter and I went to Space, which is a program here in New Zealand done through Play Centre or other things. I don't really know 100% who it's done by, but it's Space, and it's this thing you can go to for the first year of your kid's life. It's like a little afternoon once a week during the school term called Space. I went to one with my daughter. Even when I was going back to work, I stayed off work for Fridays while she was still going, so I continued to go, which gave me a lot of, I don't know, I don't have many mum friends. I've got two, and because none of my close friends have kids either, I felt like I needed something. And so after Space every week for the first, because it ended in June, so the first few months of this blanket, I would take some yarn with me and I would crochet in the car, because she'd always fall asleep in the afternoon. I'd crochet in the car for her afternoon nap, so it just worked out really well. Lots of memories like that, and like some books I do remember, and they give me fond memories, so it is really important to me. But don't ask me if you come over, if you're my friend and you ask me what the book is, I'm not gonna know. But let's finish it off by putting it on the bed, which, first of all, I have to count what's the wider section. That's the wider section. Okay, look at this beautiful blanket, which I think looks kind of cute, to be honest. Kind of proud of this. I finished it. very proud of myself. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please stick around for the things I have planned in 2026. It's a lot. I've been trying to be better, so hopefully it goes well. I mean, this video will be going up about a month after I finish it, but it's because I got 2 more planned before this. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys all next week with another video. Ka kite.